You're officially a King Cobra hatchling, all 15 inches of venomous noodle. Your mom takes a quick look at her wiggly offspring and decides it's time to clock out of motherhood. She slides off into the jungle, leaving you and your siblings to fend for yourselves. It's like being handed a survival manual with all the pages missing. You slither away from the nest because, oh, did I forget to mention? Your siblings are just as venomous as you, and they wouldn't hesitate to make you their first meal. What a wonderful family. Now, on your own, you set off to explore this dense forest located somewhere in Southeast Asia. Unlike most snakes who prefer the cover of darkness, you're a daylight hunter. The sun's warmth energizes you, making you ready for your first adventure. Oh wait, did you just realize that you look like any ordinary snake? No sign of those signature flared ribs that make you special? Because, my friend, King Cobra doesn't waste its intimidation tactics on casual strolls. It only spreads its ribs when it's feeling spicy, either threatened or ready to throw hands. Fangs. Otherwise, it just folds up like a normal snake, undercover mode activated. Oh, look, a skink scurry spy. You freeze, your keen eyes locked on target. With lightning speed, you lunge, your tiny fangs sinking into its flesh. From day one, your venom's potent enough to take down prey. Your first meal served. Not bad for your first day on the job. At this age, your meals are typically about the size of this lizard, quite fitting for a worm like you. Suddenly, you notice a monitor lizard heading your way. That's bad. Will you make a run for it? Oh, wait, it hasn't noticed you yet. That's definitely thanks to your striped skin, which helps you blend seamlessly into the background. You're basically nature's ninja. The monitor lizard wanders closer to a stream, and you realize something interesting. Water isn't just an obstacle for you, it's also an escape route. You silently slip into the water, swimming away with surprising grace. Unlike your serpentine cousins, you're quite the swimmer, capable of crossing several kilometers of open water when needed. Who knew a snake could do the backstroke? So you spend your early days running from adult king cobras, hiding from birds that love spaghetti for dinner, and trying to avoid monitor lizards. A few weeks into your life, something odd happens. Your eye scales turn cloudy blue, your skin feels itchy and tight. You're growing too fast for your own outfit. You find a rough tree branch and start rubbing against it like it owes you money. Your old skin catches on the bark and voila, you begin to crawl out of yourself. It's like taking off skinny jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. A few hours later, you emerge, leaving behind a perfect translucent replica of your former self. Your colors are brighter now, your senses sharper. Growth spurt accomplished, and you'll be doing this every few weeks while you're young. It's the cobra's way of taking a shower. You're not just any snake, you're royalty with a 45 million year family legacy. But your ancestors weren't born with crowns. Let's rewind the clock to see how Fragile Noodle became the king of all serpents. Your great times a million grandparents were just standard issue elapids trying to make their way in prehistoric Asia. Back then, being venomous was their only party trick. No fancy hood, no impressive length, just tiny fangs and dreams. The problem was, everyone else had venom too. It was similar to showing up to a knife fight and discovering everyone else brought the same knife. Your ancestors needed something extra. Something with flair. Some bright bulb in your family tree discovered that spreading their ribs made them look bigger. Not much, just a tiny bulge, but it was enough to make predators think twice. Those who could puff up had a better chance of surviving during that era, while the ones who couldn't were eliminated. This trick started getting passed down from one generation to the next, improving a little more each time. Fast forward a few million years of evolutionary tinkering. Your ancestors' ribs started getting longer and more flexible right around the neck area. Meanwhile, special muscles developed, the levator costae and supercostalis lateralis superior, if you want to get fancy about it, giving them control over this new party trick. By about 20 million years ago, the hood was taking shape, and your ancestors were testing their new look on the prehistoric runway. Those with wider, more impressive hoods scared off predators and impressed potential mates, a 2-for-1 special in the evolution department. The wild thing is, you're not even related to the real cobras. Despite your royal title, you're actually closer cousins with mambas than with true cobras. You and the Naja cobras both independently thought a neck fan would look great with this outfit. Scientists call this convergent evolution, when unrelated species develop similar traits because they work so well. Great minds think alike. But they didn't stop there. While other snakes were perfecting their ambush skills, your family line refused the lazy approach. They became active hunters, developing better eyesight, a more sophisticated sense of smell, and venom specially designed for taking down other snakes. As your ancestors perfected their hood displays, their venom was evolving alongside it. A coordinated makeover millions of years in the making. Their venom evolved to include special pain-inducing toxins, because what good is looking terrifying if you can't back it up with a bite that feels like lava inside someone's veins? This deadly combo meant predators learned one lesson fast. Mess with the hood, it won't end good. So your ancestors got bigger too. Much bigger. Those extra feet meant they could rear up higher, making their hood display visible above the grass, like a periscope made of pure intimidation. And here you are, the culmination of millions of years of showing off and eating your distant cousins. Your hood isn't just for show. It's your family's signature move, perfected over eons. Each rib, each specialized muscle, each drop of venom is the result of countless ancestors who were just a little bit better at being scary than their friends. Now it's your turn to wear the crown. The royal lineage continues. By your first birthday, you've grown over 6 feet long. You're officially a young King Cobra now. About 90% of your meals are snakes. You've realized they're tastier than anything else you've tried in this jungle, especially the ones bigger than you. You're not just any predator. You're a detective in scales. While other snakes lazily wait to ambush their prey, you actively track and pursue yours. Those specialized chemoreceptors in your tongue, they're basically your magnifying glass, helping you follow chemical trails left by your prey. Elementary, my dear Cobra. You start moving away from your childhood spawn and begin exploring wider areas. You've figured out how to lift the front third of your body to peek over tall grass, sometimes just to get a better view of the surroundings, hoping for a crunchy snake to show up. Then you sense something strange, like someone's watching you. You spot it, a young King Cobra looking hungry and wondering if you taste like KFC. In fact, this snake's been following your tracks since yesterday. Thanks to Cobra's advanced sense of smell and chemical detection abilities, it's managed to track the scent particles you left behind while wandering around its area yesterday. Game recognizes game. You're both expert trackers after all. To be clear, this isn't an ordinary fight. This one will decide if you're having a gourmet dinner tonight or becoming the dinner. Good luck, anyway. You circle each other. You spread your hood. Those specialized ribs connected to your neck muscles unfurling like deadly fans. Each rib can extend outward independently, creating that iconic cobra silhouette that strikes fear into the hearts of prey and rivals alike. Oh, it copies you perfectly. The tension here is heavier than the jungle humidity. Then it strikes. You dodge and counter, landing a bite on its tail. Within moments, you inject a massive dose of venom, and then step back. It's running away. You wait. You wait a little longer. Oh, nice. The venom started to work, causing paralysis and shutting down its nervous system. While you're waiting for it to collapse, let me explain something. Your venom's specifically designed to target the nervous systems of other snakes, making it particularly deadly to reptiles. On top of that, you inject enough venom to kill 20 to 40 adult humans. Literally. Oh, look at that. It's done. Time to figure out how this cheeky fellow tastes. Another snake added to your growing list of jungle flavors. Your life continues like this, tracking and pursuing snakes of all kinds in the jungle, facing close calls with eagles and tigers, and having near-death fights with other cobras. Your hunting style sets you apart from other snakes. You're not some lazy ambush predator. No, you're more like a skilled detective, following trails and actively pursuing your targets in broad daylight. By the time you're 6 years old, you're an 18-foot-long King Cobra, officially the longest venomous snake in the world. You've settled into a rhythm now, shedding your skin every couple of months. Each time's a renewal, a chance to repair damage, replace worn-out scales, and ditch any clinging parasites that thought they'd found a permanent home. The process always leaves you vulnerable for a day or two, your vision clouded as your eye caps loosen. You find a secure spot, tucked away from predators, and wait it out. Emerging with fresh, vibrant scales is like getting a new suit tailored just for you, albeit one you've grown yourself. The shed skins you leave behind might fool a predator momentarily, but they're nothing more than the ghostly echoes of your former self. You can now lift the front third of your body high enough to go face-to-face with a grown human. Your hood, with its perfectly engineered expanding ribs, can spread wider than ever, a magnificent display that commands respect from anything that crosses your path. Those 6 years were all about wandering from one area to another, swimming across rivers and patrolling both land and water. Now things have changed. You've developed a territorial instinct. You find a spot in the jungle that you like, complete with pristine streams for drinking and swimming, and claim it as your own. You defend it fiercely. Any visitor ends up as your next meal. Turns out your loyalty to this patch of land surpasses the loyalty some humans show to their spouses. Oh, here comes a cobra for an unexpected visit to your territory. Time to put those specialized ribs to work. Spread that hood. Show 'em who's boss. You've now devoted your life to guarding this area and defending it from anything that dares to show up. Any visitor learns the hard way, they end up as your main course. Your days are a mix of active hunting. None of that lazy ambush nonsense. Patrolling your territory, taking refreshing swims across your water features, and tracking down anything foolish enough to cross into your domain. Until you feel something different. The mating instinct's been activated, and you must find a female. This involves picking up a female's scent trail and tracking her down. Turns out those years of detective work hunting prey were perfect practice for dating. Oh. You find her, a stunning 13-foot queen lounging in the underbrush. You approach carefully. This is no time for swagger. If she's not in the mood, your courtship could quickly turn into her dinner. Your hood-spreading ribs twitch in anticipation. Oh, look, another contender arrives with the same goal in mind. This means one thing, a dominance duel. Unlike your usual battles, this isn't a fight to the death. The goal here is to impress the queen, not fill your stomach. You twist, coil, and wrestle, each of you trying to pin the other to the ground. Your specialized ribs expand and contract as you display your hood, making you look as impressive as possible. The queen watches closely, her choice riding on the outcome. If you're pinned, you'll have to retreat and try your luck elsewhere. But if you succeed, well, you'll get your reward today. The courtship begins. It's a slow, spiraling dance of coiled bodies, a mesmerizing display that ends with, well,